Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to talk about confidence, and I already have a couple of videos on my channel devoted to self-confidence and how to become confident when you don't feel like it, especially in terms of your body, when you do not have a body that you would like to have and you don't feel comfortable enough in your skin. But today I want to talk about something a little bit different. Today I would like to talk about the understanding of confidence in terms of healthy and unhealthy confidence, how to understand that, and how to become aware and actually build a healthy type of confidence. Confidence is extremely important for our life in general. And online you can find a lot of tools that can help us to build confidence, to become more confident. And I think all those tools are working. Perhaps there are different tools that may work better for some people than others. But the point is, everything is workable. And if you set a goal to become a more confident person, that's what's gonna happen eventually, once you're consistent and you focus on that. But especially nowadays, when we are living in this world full of social media and some unhealthy examples, and when we see all those successful people online and we start comparing ourselves to them, it feels like we are worse than them, and it definitely hurts our confidence. So probably then the first step in this way will be to actually understand what is a healthy confidence, what is unhealthy confidence. And today I'm not gonna give any specific examples, because I do believe this is something that everybody should research themselves. I mean, like, you can just find some good books, good psychology books, good self-development books. They give a very nice clarification of healthy confidence. You can go and talk to your therapist, you can talk to your psychologist, you can actually even talk to ChatGPT and ask it to clarify the difference between healthy and unhealthy confidence. And why I think it's important to do your own research rather than just get an answer from somebody online, because once you do it, you kind of invest time, you invest your energy, you do something in order to understand what is healthy confidence. And I think if we invest time, if we read those books, if we talk to our psychologist, if we start chatting to ChatGPT about all those important questions, it's gonna stick better, it's gonna stick longer in our head, because this is not a ready answer we're gonna get from somebody, especially from somebody online. It's gonna be something that you do your own research about, you invest your time. So I think the difference here between getting a ready answer and finding this answer for yourself is like dramatic. Obviously, the next point in this way, in this journey, it's gonna be observing and monitoring and measuring, because we all understand only those things that you measure, that you monitor, that you observe actually can be changed. Because if you do not understand the current state of things, there is no way you will be able to change them. So what I mean by observing, monitoring and measuring. So once you clarify for yourself what is healthy confidence, what is unhealthy confidence is, you start monitoring your daily life. You start monitoring how exactly you behave. What kind of thoughts pop up in your head when you see something, how you talk to yourself. Once you start comparing yourself to somebody, you should ask yourself, is it a healthy way? Is it a healthy confidence that I'm building now, or is it unhealthy one? When I tell these words to myself in my head, when I think like this, when I feel like this, because I see these people who look in certain way, people who wear certain clothes, people who like have some things that I do not have, and I compare myself to them, is it a healthy way for me, or is it an unhealthy way? If I look at all those terms, if I look again at my research and what I clarified for myself as a healthy confidence and as a not healthy confidence, in which category does it fit? And observing is a crucial moment because we are living on all those autopilot modes, and we just get used to living in a certain way, we just get used to doing something in a certain way, and it becomes something numb, something unaware. This is just the way it's happening, and we are not just analyzing or trying to clarify why exactly it's happening as it's happening. But once you start breaking this cycle, once you start becoming more aware of how you talk to yourself, how you feel, and actually why you feel like that, what are your triggers, what happened when you see certain people, what happened when you see the behavior of other people, what happened when you see somebody online, what happens when you see that somebody has something that you do not have. Once you ask yourself, what does it mean for me to be a confident person? And once you're honest with all those questions, this is kind of that magic breaking point moment when you start being free, when you start breaking all those cycles, and you can start building a really healthy, confident, and actually become a really confident person. Sorry for the noise around. Today I'm walking in the forest, and today, even though it's like second half of October already, the weather is like fantastic. It's sunny, it's very warm. I'm wearing a t-shirt and shorts. The only minus of this park that there is like some kind of airport, military airport, I think, close. And at certain days they do some kind of training, so there is a lot of these planes around. I guess they do some kind of practicing or something, I don't know. So it's really noisy, and like there is nothing I can do about that. But I feel so confident today to talk about confidence. I had some kind of insights while I was on my walk. I already hit 5 kilometers, by the way, and I'm planning to hit 5 more after finishing recording this video. So even though it's noisy, even though sound is far from perfect here, because I feel like I want to share it, I'm sharing it. And the last point here to cover is obviously practice. We already know, no matter how many books you read, no matter how many lectures you watch, even no matter how much you observe yourself and you observe other people, the only way to actually build anything, like anything at all, it's while doing it, while performing certain actions. And practice, that's the only way actually to change your life, to change your habit, to change yourself. So once you're aware of the definition of healthy and unhealthy confidence, what it means for you, and once you start being aware of your own actions, your own reaction, your own behavior, once you see some kind of triggers that contribute to building a healthy confidence, in your case, or opposite, they are making you less confident, the next part will be practice. So you start performing things that you believe gonna make you confident, and you start paying no attention and avoiding things that you think are not gonna make you confident. Again, it's only true for you based on your definition, based on your triggers, and based on your some personal stuff. What definitely helps in this practical way, especially it helps me, and it helped me especially a lot at the beginning of my journey, is journaling and self-talk. And I have like already a bunch of videos about self-talk, the importance of self-talk and journaling on my channel. But today I would like to talk about these tools in terms of building a healthy confidence. And once you see something that triggers you, let's say you saw somebody and you felt, when you were comparing yourself to this person, that you are worse. So kind of it was something, some kind of behavior that made you feel less confident. So you take a piece of paper, you take your pen, and you are kind of answering this question. Why did I feel in that way? Why, once I saw that person and something that they did or something that they have triggered me, so it made me feel less confident? And you just put it on the paper, and you are trying to be as honest as you can, because again, we are not trying to trick anybody, we are not trying to be perfect, we actually want to solve the situation. And you can tell lie to anybody, but I do believe that you should not tell lie to yourself. First of all, self-honesty, it's something that will help us actually to build that type of person, that type of identity that we would like to. In case journaling is not for you, and you know, it's normal. There are periods of my life when I cannot force myself to write anything, and I do prefer to like talk to myself or just kind of sit and self-analyze. And there are periods of my life when journaling is my go-to tool. So that's totally fine. If journaling is not for you, then we have a second option, which is self-talk, self-dialogue. When you take your time, when you find a quiet place, when there is nobody around you, when nobody gonna disturb you, you have enough time, you are not in a hurry, you can make yourself a nice cup of coffee or tea and just sit and talk to yourself and ask yourself those questions. Why, let's say I saw that back in that person and I do not have that back, or I cannot afford myself that back. Why was it a problem? Why it was something that hit my confidence? Or if I'm asking myself, if I'm married or I'm not married, does it change how I value myself? If I have certain things or I do not have, does it contribute to my confidence or not? If I measure everything in terms of money, in terms of relationship, in terms of beauty, in terms of other stuff, does it contribute or not to my confidence? What is actually a healthy confidence? How I can build a healthy confidence? What are the tools that help me to become a more confident person? And even though the answer for all of these questions you can probably find online from some influencers, from some book, I also think it's very important just to ask yourself and be honest, because the only way to change ourselves is to find something which personal for us. We all have different reasons why we become person who we are. We have different parents, we have different families, we were born in different countries, we had different teachers at school, we had different childhood, we had different factors that contributed for us to become a certain person. And even though there are plenty of nice videos online, there are plenty of nice books, and I'm not saying that they are not gonna help you, they definitely help, and we do need to have some kind of knowledge. We need to know where to start in case we are not in the place we would like to be. But at the same time, once you kind of start scratching that first layer and you start being more aware of your actions, of your behavior, of your values, then it's probably the perfect time to start going deeper and finding something personal, something unique only for you. Because once you start going in that direction, you will see how many beautiful things, how many interesting things you can discover about yourself, and how many nice tools that may work for you, may not work for you. You can test them, and you will see so many sides to yourself that you were not even aware of. And it's such a nice feeling to start understanding yourself better, to start knowing yourself better, to start knowing like, okay, once I feel like this, once I'm in a situation like this is the tool that's gonna help me, or that is the tool that's gonna help me. Once you know how to behave with yourself, what to do to fix your bad mood, your unsatisfaction with something, then you will become a person that nobody ever can stop, and you're gonna become a person that can reach whatever they set for themselves. So I hope you find this video useful. I love talking about confidence. This is something that I've started paying especially more attention recently, because I already started noticing these triggers. I'd like to think so that I become a more aware person in general. And there are so many small things that kind of always there next to me, always were there, and I was never aware of them. And now once I start seeing how they affect me, how changing my attitude to those things can make me more confident, can give me more self-love, more self-acceptance, more self-understanding, then it's like a magic. Really, it's like magic, even though it's not magic. This is something that everybody can do. Just we need some time, some energy to do that, and actually desire to become a new person, desire to change. So if you like this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon.